Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Podcast so bad, we really just need to take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons17. I'm joined tonight by two lovely individuals. I will give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Boom. Yes, Zach Hendricks. You can find me on all social media, Z Hendricks brand. And if you love me and Doc together as Country Air, look us up at Facebook and the Instagram at Country Air Official and on the Twitter at Country Air Brand. And I'll now pass it up to the officiate of the podcast.
Hey everybody, I'm Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV, # for the Ref brand, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles all around. Had some French toast today. No waffles, but the French toast was banging.
I heard a waffle song.
I found my best combo nowadays, and I think I'm going with it going forward, and that is the waffles and chicken tender combo.
Chicken and waffles?
Tendies,
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken
Wow. Mind altering.
It's like, yeah. The first time you have chicken and waffles, that'll change your life.
Tenders and waffles, say no more.
Yeah.
That's my new go-to.
Hey, I don't think anybody would disagree with you that that's wrong.
It's almost too right.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with fried food. But what we can go right with is the banger of the week. Perch, why don't you let them know?
Oh man, this week's banger of the week. This one hit me kind of out of nowhere, but I've been rocking it throughout the week, and it's one that hits home from many years ago, but one of the best jams that I can remember. I Will Possess Your Heart by Death Cab for Cutie. Now that was a tune we would rock, like a 10-minute jam. Good instrumental leading into it. Many drives around the countryside.
Right.
and good fall time weather, summertime weather. Great song.
Yeah, I was never a big Death Cab for Cutie fan, but I know a lot of our boys were. So I have probably jammed to that song unknowingly.
Yeah, definitely one of those great vibes, great chill tune. Those guys were one of my favorites back in the day. Great music. And I Will Possess Your Heart hit hard this week as a great tune. Banger of the week.
Awesome. Okay, from the banger of the week to the bangers we've been watching. This is later in the week than recording than usual, so I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. What we've been watching. Why don't we start with Zach?
Yeah, so been watching a lot of AEW Elevation and Dark. Watched this week's one match I really enjoyed. I love watching a good tag match, and the Acclaim with a Private Party versus Varsity Blondes with two members of the Dark Order was phenomenal. Like the guy, what's his name? The guy who raps. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Oh god.
Caster,
yeah, Max Caster.
Caster, like by far might be like one of the top heels. Like the way he works, he doesn't have to get his stuff in, but like the way he's so very logical about everything.
Yeah, he doesn't really do a lot. He is definitely a personality guy as a heel.
Yeah, just really like his heel character, like how like he didn't want to get he's just a guy who's smart in the ring. So really enjoyed him. Of course, watched got some AEW Dynamite, but that's something like that. I'll let Perch go over the review on that one. Watched Money in the Bank, of course. I'm pretty sure. Has everyone on the podcast watched it?
I have. I haven't watched the men's Money in the Bank because that's when the stream was screwy, and I haven't gone back to really watch that yet. But yep, saw that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Money in the Bank, really good. I enjoyed the pre-show match between the Mysterios and the Usos. The way the Usos won, I was like so smart.
Yeah.
Just different, simple, but effective. Other than that, like I've been watching a lot of old school wrestling. Like right before I went to BCW, on Pluto TV, it's like beyond like the Legends of the Mat. It was Bobby Heenan and the Blackjacks versus the Crusher, Dick the Bruiser, and Little Bruiser. It was like a little version. It was very entertaining. It was simple. It's funny how like instead of running in the ring, they like shimmy across the apron and shimmy on both sides. Like Bobby Heenan got great color. So
Bobby is great.
a lot of old wrestling, but yeah, sums it up. Oh, watched a little bit of Impact, pay per view. Got finished that, and I started watching the Ring of Honor pay per view, but had to finish that as well.
Awesome. All right, Perch.
Oh man, yeah, that AEW episode from last week was a damn good one. I really enjoyed seeing Tully Blanchard catch up with LAX on the backstage, and they kind of, they didn't jump him, but they made Tully kind of swing first, and he chucked his bag at him, and next thing you know, he was compromised. It's just good heat between the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle, and it continues.
I will be bringing up Tully later in this podcast, so just throwing that out there.
Oh man, I love him. Absolutely love what he does. Such a great character. I enjoyed watching him on TV. Didn't see it coming either. Christian against Matt Hardy last week was pretty damn cool. To see those two, growing up from my earliest days, remembering wrestling in the early 2000s, it was just great. From the late 90s, early 2000 era, Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys were all so big. To see that Christian and Matt Hardy are still doing it in 2021 after everything that's gone on from then till now, yeah, it was wonderful. Great moment in wrestling to see those guys still going at it. Utilizing the stairs for Matt Hardy, he hit that little DDT on there. That was beautiful. The guy's still pushing it. And then Moxley against the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson. Awesome match. Love seeing Moxley, especially defend that title. Looking forward to the fight against the Murder Hawk coming up too. See Moxley coming back like a beast. That's good pro wrestling right there too. Oh yeah, and the other was Wheeler Yuta. Starting to see him coming up. Had a good match with Sammy. Made Sammy look great. And just a good match overall. Going to show that, independent wrestling circuit, or the independent wrestling level that we're all a part of is, a place that we can continue to earn opportunities. Great to see.
Yep. And as we're watching AEW Dynamite right now, I think it's good to say that, hey, we'll get maybe the top independent wrestler next week on AEW and Nick Gage versus Chris Jericho.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm wondering like because like did you like how you not I think I enjoyed how he pulled out the pizza cutter because his busted open like when he did the busted open podcast, he kept just saying like, and Bully, I'm gonna bust out that piece of Garber and chop up Matt Cardone's face. He said that like so many times that like when he popped out the pizza Garber, I was super pumped.
Like, yeah, and admittedly, I don't watch, like, I'm not a big deathmatch guy, to be honest. For the most part, I only really watch the ones that come through ICW. I'll catch AWR every once in a while. But so I can't say for sure that like the pizza cutter is Nick Gage's like signature, but he's putting it over like it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anything else from your Perch?
Yeah, it was really the big one. I've been using a line all week. um, and it's so bad. It's it was Don Callis coming down to the ring, and he's like, "Oh, wouldn't you know what this is?" It's like just like Texas, all hat and no cattle. Couldn't even tell you what it means.
Yeah.
I've been using it all week.
But hey, it works.
Don Callis with that greasy salesman look to him and those glasses. Just a great character.
No, yeah, I think the AEW commentary team is there's like 5 very distinct individuals that make me smile for very different reasons.
For very different reasons. And you get Tony Schiavone sitting in the ring too. It just, yeah, it's great. I love it. Very nostalgic.
Yeah, whereas Shivani or JR or Excalibur or Taz or even Big Show is starting
Big
to
Show.
find his way.
Yeah,
Just some
Jericho
people,
sometimes.
Southern Boy, yeah, when Jericho's on there, when Ethan Page, they got a lot of good guys on the commentary and announce and managers that they let talk. We got some Chavo tonight. It was good stuff. AEW is definitely finding their way. They're finding their style slowly but surely. Let's see. Me myself, I also watched Dynamite last week. I did want to bring up the Hardy Christian match. I did not know that Christian had never beaten Matt Hardy in a singles match. Kind of wish they would have built that up more going into it, but it was a good match. It was good to see. Those were like 2 of my favorites when I was younger. So to see them, yeah, like you said, in 2021, still going at it and still can move was great. I did watch Best in the World, really freaking amazing show. The 6-man with Shane Taylor Promotions against the thrown together team of Dalton Castle, Eli Isom, and Dak Draper. That was really good. Pure title match, Jonathan Gresham and Bennett, also amazing. My match of the night, though, is probably going to be Tony Deppen versus Ryu Lee for the TV title. Freaking suicide dive, Canadian Destroyer from Tony Deppen to Ryu Lee. Just, it hurt my neck. That was freaking sick. I really enjoy Ryu Lee. He's like another one of those where it's like I kind of look at him as an inspiration when I model my style as a high flyer who just hits hard. He's definitely got like that hybrid type style that I look for. I really enjoyed that. Also on the pre-show, Bouncers versus PCO and Danhausen. Got to see the good old Teach really show out with that Vader bomb to the outside. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not taking that.
Yeah. So, but lots of good matches on that. Money in the Bank was really fun. Edge and Roman in the main was good. Really hate how they seem to be doing my man Kofi in these last couple championship matches.
Yeah, I was not a fan of it.
Yep. Just on a personal level, but I do like the MVP Bobby run, so I'm not like super upset.
Only thing I'm gonna get upset about is if Goldberg bulldozers through Bobby.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be happy if Goldberg goes over on Bobby. I want Bobby to definitely win that.
I don't even want Bobby to win. I want Bobby to like dominate it. Like,
I doubt he's going to dominate. There's no way Goldberg's coming back to me.
I said I want. I didn't say it has to happen. I said I want it to happen.
Yes, I would love that as well, but I know that's not going to happen. So I'm not.
If he does, though, if he does dominate Goldberg, I will get really suspicious about this Lesnar match coming. Yeah,
That's the thing. Like, I actually like if you want like a surprisingly good pop, have Bobby squash Goldberg.
That's what I'm saying.
Like if you really want a good pop, have Bobby squash Goldberg.
That's what I'm saying. Have Bobby squash Goldberg and then Lesnar hit.
Yep. freaking I brought up Roman and Edge. Like John Cena has gotten a lot of shit over the years, but it is hard to like if you watch the end of Money in the Bank as a worker and aren't like, yes, that's where I want to be when Cena comes out. Like I don't get it. Like didn't say anything, comes out, just lets it all sink in. You can't see me to Roman up on the turnbuckle. That's all you need.
And it was like the biggest pop.
Yeah, biggest pop. Like that was just working, and it was good to see. Like, like that moment is what I feel like all wrestlers should strive for.
Oh, agreed.
What else have we watched? Catching up on NXT. I finally saw the match where Xia Li knocked out Mercedes Martinez. Those spin kicks, man, like they're dangerous. Dangerous.
That's why I tag with the guy who throws it.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, ugh, that was rough. Oh. Just
what?
Dynamite. Just seeing the ending. Very nice.
What was the ending?
Spoilers, skip ahead. Otherwise, Lance Archer over Moxley.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yep. Now, like I really, this is like I haven't watched Slammiversary, but it is on the list because they are really pushing this New Japan coming over right about now with Jay White showing up, and we just had Hikuleo step in the ring against.
Also, I don't know if you guys want to hear the spoiler alert, but you know there's a new Bullet Club member.
Yes, I did see that, and I'm super excited about that.
So, should we say it or? Well,
I
know.
mean, it was they posted it.
Yeah. So, spoiler if you didn't know, Chris Bay has joined the Bullet Club.
Yep. That's bringing some finesse to the Bullet Club. Very excited about that.
Oh yeah, like Bullet Club, like it slowly coming over, like this whole New Japan.
Yep. Loving it. Loving it.
Also, totally off subject. When you brought up the bouncers, I don't know if you saw, but Brian Malonis has a pure match coming up soon.
Ooh.
Yeah, him versus Joe Keys. I'm in a pure rules match, so
that should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that one. So keep that one on the radar if you didn't know.
All right, yeah. But I know we got way off topic, but yeah, that's all I've watched. Let's go ahead and just move on to the next segment and talk about what we did this week. I think it was a pretty full and fun week for all of us. Let's start with our senior official, Perch. What did you do this past weekend?
Yeah, this was a full one, about as full as they get for me. Thursday we had a show down on the south side of Chicago on the baseball field for Zello Pro, and that was a real good time. I think we had about 3 or 4 matches, and I did the whole show as normal, which is always a fun time. It's a great way to start off a week of shows, and starting off with a Thursday, doing the whole thing, and it was beautiful outside. A really fun time. And then ended with Ego, Robert Anthony, picking up the win over Chico and taking the title back with him, which is a cool finale.
Take It Home podcast. We stand Chico.
Absolutely. But that was a good one on Thursday. And then we went right to Zawa live in Oregon, Illinois on Saturday, or on Friday. Yeah, so Thursday Zello, Friday Zawa. And that was a great time. I love that drive down to Oregon, Illinois. Countryside, a nice river. Had a blast. There was one other gentleman who was a trainee as a ref, and it was his first time ever trying it. So I was asked to, if I had some time to help him out, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, absolutely. So spent some time and just kind of gave a little insight inside the ring. And yeah, come showtime, he held his own, did a great job. Great job. Um, and yeah, that finale ended with a big four-way match and Hartenbauer standing tall.
Nice.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed hearing that crowd go nuts for Hartenbauer. Just a very cool feeling, cool crowd, cool energy. Those Zawa shows are always fun. And that was fan appreciation night. So I was sure to give my thanks to all the fans, um, whoever took a chance on liking guys like us.
Yep.
The couple years ago when first had a chance to go down there.
Oh,
And
yep. Another spoiler. I'll be talking about them, the Zawa fans, actually, in a little bit.
great people. And then Saturday had Warrior Wrestling in Chicago Heights, and that was a phenomenal time. I was blessed to be a referee with Rob King, a referee for the NWA, Ref Jeremy, a ref who I do shows in the Chicago and Indiana area with, and Jake Clemens, recently from NXT.
Oh, good to
So
have him back.
it's just great to have people like that on the independent circuit to be able to work with, to be able to share a locker room and to share referee duties with gentlemen like that. It was a clinic. I was able to sit down, take notes, listen, and absorb as much as I could. So I couldn't have been more grateful for that. Was able to work 3 matches on the card. First one was a pre-show match. The next one was the opening match of the main card. Dante Martin ended up getting against Casey Navarro. Awesome match between those two to kick off the pay-per-view for the Stadium Series. First time being able to work with Casey Navarro, and he was a really, really cool dude, and great inside the ring. And then being with Dante was awesome. I haven't seen him in a few months, so great to have the opportunity to not only see him but to have his match. And he's been killing it weekly on AEW, and yeah,
That is a guy that I'll be happy to have Darius back, but this is a guy who is definitely taking advantage of his opportunity right
now. Yeah, I mean, Top Flight is the real deal. Whether it was one of them going down or if they're still both going up, that team is going to rise no matter what. Just determination. And yeah, to see Dante there was great. I saw Darius there as well, and gave him my love. But just a fun time, fun match. And then I also had the Luchadors championship match with Aramis against Daga, and that was great. Just a phenomenal lucha match. Been putting in a lot of extra work trying to learn the lucha style, to be prepared for moments like this, and it came across really well. Those guys were phenomenal at what they do, and a heartfelt match, teacher versus student, almost like a Bruiser versus Sean Priest.
now.
It had that emotion to it. It really did. This just happens to be from a different part of the world, and they brought it on Chicago, brought it to Chicago that night, and had a great match. All around fun time on Saturday. And then Sunday closed it out with Galley Lucha in Chicago as well. So a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that was a good time. A big 6-man main event with the team of Mil Muertes, who I've been lucky enough to have worked a few times over the past few months and able to learn from.
I can only imagine he's got to have so much knowledge to pass on.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And even talking to him this time, you can see in just the way he watches wrestling, or the way I'm watching him as he's watching what's going on. And you can see that he is understanding it at a whole different level.
Guy's been through gimmicks, but always been so good.
Hmm. Yeah, and a great presence inside the ring, and I take a lot out of it. And his tag team partners were Arrow Boy and Drago, which was a couple of other good luchadors. And Drago is about as scary as I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I almost jumped out of my shoes.
This household stands Drago. Big Drago fan.
That freaked me out. As is with any wrestler, competitor, luchador.
Yeah, but Drago's a different breed.
It's a different breed, man. Everyone is larger than life, and so real. When you get a character and a entity like Drago, I mean, that is the scariest thing I've ever been next to in my life. And the tongue, and oh my God, even just thinking about it right now, the hair on the back of my neck is standing up. I found comfort in being by Mil Muertes the entire match. The guy who I feared in his own rights, I found comfort.
You'd rather be next to the man of 1,000 deaths than next to a dragon?
Yeah, yep, that's what I found out that night. If I've got my choice and one of them, well, at least I'll be by the man of 1,000 deaths, and maybe he'll be on my side. Then we can fight the other guy off
Like,
together.
maybe I was 1,001.
Uh-huh. Oh man, but yeah, it was a great time. Again, going back to that lucha style, characters and wrestling styles, just phenomenal and awesome to close out the wild weekend of shows. I think it was 15 matches I had altogether, and that was the 15th. Was those guys in a good 6-man match against Ricky Cruz, Bandolero, and Cody Jones, and just a solid finish and a good heartfelt match to close it out. The other one on that match, or on that card, was Golden Dragon and Atomico Jr. against Manny and Torero. Just a good one with good brothers who I've gotten to know over my time working with Galley Lucha. And the more I've gotten to know them, the more I feel the true emotion that goes into Lucha Libre, and to be a part of that match. I was looking forward to it, whether it was a fan or watching it or studying it. To be able to be refereeing it was an absolute honor. Worth checking out. I think that show is up on Facebook. All the Galley shows are up on Facebook. The Warrior show you can watch on Fight TV, and AAW on Twitch.
Yep. I did watch our good bad boys, Las Solacita Boricuas match. I didn't catch the Axel Rico Sky. I did see the finish for that. But speaking of Sky, Zach, why don't you tell them what we did Friday?
Before I tell them that, for anyone who's listening, you can go on Twitch. I don't know if you can rewatch old AAW episodes. I totally forgot the AAW episode that debuted tonight. You'll not only see our friendly ref, Perch. You'll see Val Malone make her return to AAW tonight, and that was something special for her. So if you can, check it out.
And if you're watching like I am, you would have just seen, I believe, our very good bad boys, La Sociedad Boricua, get their first win in AEW.
Yes, sir. But yeah, Val's there. Rico and Axel got their first win. So if you haven't check it out. But anyway, speaking of Sky, Chicago Style Wrestling said, "Hey, Wisconsin, these two have beat Joey and Sierra. Send us your best tag team." Wisconsin answers with your mama's favorite. What
Yeah.
did we do? We got screwed. Did the referee not see Sky pull my hair when we were going for air buddies? And then
Yep.
you miscommunicated hit me. Then I'm pretty sure her boyfriend was wearing a shoulder pad when he speared you.
Oh, very. That he had the Road Warrior spikes on for sure.
Like you are stunned, like anyone would be when they hit their own family member, their life partner, aka
Yep.
tag partner, and like you're stunned. You're sitting here like, how would Sky feel if she super kicked her boyfriend's teeth out of his mouth, which probably would have made him look better? And then me and you hit her with air buddies. No, we wouldn't do that because we're gentlemen.
Yep. Oh, here comes Val right now. But yep, great match. We got cheated. Want to shout out the Zao Live fans that were there, Ed, and the ICW fans that were there.
I will give them a personal shout out because these fans love me, Doc. Always give us great support. We know when we talk about this upcoming weekend, they already said they're looking forward to seeing us there. It's none other than Jack Miles, and Tick. Loyal fans, always lovable,
Yep.
and just great human beings. And
Yep,
they
there's
love professional
lovable
wrestling.
fans in this area. I'm sure if you wrestled at somewhere with some type of name, you've probably seen them. They're great. This is also where I want to give the shout out to Tully because he was the inspiration for how I got my drop kick on Sky. If you haven't seen it, go see me go kick her face off. It's very good.
Very beautiful.
Yep.
And then following kicking people in the face, we laid down a challenge, and we laid out the challenge to the Whiskey Bet and Hellbound, Max and James. We said we understand 31 years of experience with you guys. Let's have a fair fight. Let's start this match in the ring. Let's not brawl. Let's not do nothing. Obviously, they got the message. And before we can even get to the ring, I went to go get our ceremony, our beers that we like to drink right before our match. I meet with Max, the boot to my face, get thrown out, and I look in the ring, and it looks like James already jumped you.
Mm-hmm.
What happened on your end?
Yep. I don't know why we expect them to be men. They have constantly proven they are bitches.
I think
But-
Mr. Kate has the biggest balls on that team.
Without a doubt. And a second tier spin kick, which is good, but it's not a first tier like mine. But you know what? We took the fight to them. If they want to brawl, we can do that. We are those out of town shooters.
Yeah, you're going against the out of town shooters. You're going against your mama's favorite. You're going against Midwest best, Country Air. You blindside us from behind, and we still get the upper advantage. And then you have to use a flag.
Yep.
Because you knew you were done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine. Because I'm calling all fans who listen to this, and we'll say it again and again and again. You guys asked for this. War Games, August 14th. You guys want to have a war? We'll show you the Country Air Army. We have 20 jerseys out in that crowd. You're going to see a lot more shirts. You're going to see a sea full of Country Air Army ready to watch you guys surrender.
Without a doubt.
We might even pull an old Nick Cage move out of the book and pull out some pizza cutters.
Yep. I'm a big fan of pizza. I have a pizza cutter. I can definitely bring it. You never know what'll happen. So, yep, definitely come check out Brew City August 14th, where every match will be in a cage.
Yes, sir. And then Sunday was a nice, easy family day.
Yep. I slept off the weekend, rested up.
I watched Jack play some football. Almost got his first interception of the season, but his team won. Always good to see that and his season on a high note.
Good. Yep. So all successes for your Take It Home podcast team.
Let me give out one shout out too before we go. This weekend we had Mondo. There was Mondo Lucha. Mondo Lucha is back, and shout out to the homie Skylar Evans, Skits, for making his Mondo Lucha debut. I know Mondo Lucha is a dream for everyone in the state of Wisconsin. If you haven't experienced Mondo, you need to check it out. It's just a wrestling event that I feel like everyone needs to experience once. And getting on that show means a lot. And Skylar Evans put in the work, and now he made his debut. And I heard he had a. I just want to give a shout out for people who work hard.
Yep, we're all about support. Can't get over if you don't put yourselves over, you don't put your friends over. So shout out to Scott the Skits. We will be talking about him in a little bit. But first, let's talk about the question I posed to the group. I asked you, who would you like to see two wrestlers go at it in Ultimate Ninja Warrior?
I'll go first.
Okay.
My top two are Ninja Warrior. Like, I'm not being stupid. That's like the thing where everyone does the obstacle course, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. I was like, I never know with you, Doc. Maybe it might have been some like karate
It could have
fighting.
been some anime shit. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Anyway, Ultimate Ninja Warrior. I would love to see Ricochet go one-on-one against Dante Martin.
Ooh, that would be a
Like,
good one.
the independent, the king of the independent high flying against the newcomer, the up and comer, the guy who might steal the crown. I would love to see that. I think that would just.
Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. All right, Percival, what you got?
Sorry, we had the old mute on for a little bit there. But, upcoming shows here this weekend.
No. Who would you like to see head to head in Ultimate Ninja Warrior?
Oh man, Ultimate Ninja Warrior. That was the question. None other than give me 2/3 of the Death Triangle or all three of them. But I would love to see Ray Phoenix go up against either Pac or Penta in some Ninja Warrior. I'm a big Ninja Warrior fan and love that show. And immediately Ray Phoenix came to mind. So I would think, well, who better than to give me one of his brothers in the team?
Hey, if you haven't seen their matches against each other, they really go at it. So I can only imagine just how they are in other silly things.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it would be great. And it almost got me thinking like, damn it, now I really want this to happen.
Yeah, just have an all wrestler Ninja Warrior. I would be totally down for that.
Yeah.
I got one I'd be down to see by himself, like in a preliminary course, but I'll say it after you, Doc.
Okay, because you might pick mine. So my two would actually be John Morrison and the Dynamite Kid. I'll throw in an oldie.
I like it.
Morrison, very well known for his parkour abilities. I think it would be good. And Dynamite Kid is, I think, somebody from the old school who could go at it today, and I think he would fit in perfectly with Ultimate Ninja Warrior. All right, and what was your preliminary that doesn't make it in?
This guy would not make it in for the obvious reason, because when I say his name, you'll know why. I wanted to just watch it. I would just like to see Orange Cassidy go on this course. See how it goes.
I feel like
he lazily makes through the first couple and then like has that burst of energy.
That's the thing, like he is like super athletic, so he might go further than people think and then just give up.
Like, could you imagine him trying to jump for the thing that like goes right into that giant pole and just like barely jumps and like falls right in?
Yeah. That would be good. Oh yeah, and I know we talked about it before the podcast started, but if you haven't seen Orange Cassidy and Sting go at it on the outside, you are missing out in life.
That was wonderful.
The match you never knew you wanted.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. All right, and I think, after talking about a show that people didn't know they wanted, let's talk about some shows that they can definitely catch this weekend. Let's start with your mama's favorite tag team. Friday, We are in Waterloo for Frozen Tundra Wrestling, and we brought this up earlier, but it'll be the out of town shooters, your mama's favorite tag team, Country to Air, versus the fourth ring, I believe they call themselves,
The
Salem
fourth
Crane and Skits.
Yes, sir. It'll be a first time ever. Um, I know these guys are recently starting to tag together. Not going to take them lightly, never do. I've taken on Salem Crane one-on-one. I don't know if you've taken on Skits.
Not one on one, just in the one tag match we've had.
Yeah, so I've taken on him too. So like we know what they're about. Skits, I'm just giving you the heads up. You follow the ring this time. I'm not gonna be so nice. And just for everyone, just a friendly reminder, I have won a number one contendership at Frontline at Frozen Tundra. I won a match, made me a number one contender. I didn't say what title I was going after, but I'm pretty positive I'm a number one contender of any title I choose. I'm just gonna drop that right there.
Yep. And I also have a number one contendership for the Cruiserweight Cup at some point. Don't know what I'll do with that.
Yeah, so
Foreshadowing.
we're just saying, like, number one contenders, your mama's favorite tag team, are making their debut at Frozen Tundra. Former heavyweight champion. We'll see.
Yep.
But we're talking about other things that me and Doc have been working hard for. We have got our call, and we are doing freelance underground this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. There's a lot of emphasis on the tag division there as of late, and could be more excited.
So many tag teams announced. Real excited for this one.
Super pumped. They got Ruffo and his brother Yabo, Funstruction.
Yep,
We got
Construction.
we got
Jay and Acid Jazz.
We have a tag team that was on our list. I don't know if whoever follows us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for Tag Team Appreciation Month, we put 10 tag teams who wanted to wrestle. And on that list was the AIW Tag Team Champions. I'm talking about the Philly Marino connection.
Yep.
So, no, Express, sorry, Philly Marino Express. No disrespect. A lot of respect for that tag team. Another tag team we would love to lock up with. So, don't know who we're working. Don't know what we're doing. All we know is we're coming there to show out and get some W's.
Yep. So you can, if you can make it out, show on Saturday starts at 7. Show on Sunday starts at 3. There will also be TV tapings that I'm sure will be on IWTV. So if you can't make it out, go ahead and check that out. Perch, why don't you talk about what you got coming up?
This weekend, we've got Freelance on Saturday. Freelance Underground is going Saturday and Sunday, actually, for, I believe, set of tapings and some shows. I believe some are going to be live. It's going to be Saturday night. It's going to be a good time at the Church Street Brewery. We were there a couple months ago for a great show. So really looking forward to a heck of a lot more matches this weekend. Feeling good, feeling right, getting the body right, and yeah, getting prepared for a fun time for Freelance Underground.
Awesome.
Yep. And then just a little shout out. We're not going to be there, but the home team is playing this Saturday out in West Dallas. It will be Team ICW versus the Rose Dynasty. The Insane Eight is on the line. So for those who can't follow your mama's favorite tag team and everyone's favorite ref down to Chicago or at Freelance Underground, for some odd reason, if you can't make the drive, you want to stay home and check out the home team, ICW will be running this Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You always got to put on for the home team.
Yes, sir.
All right. And to finish it off, Zach, let's go ahead and get your question for the night since the Riot Squad is not here.
So this question actually like kind of sparked in my head when I was watching Money in the Bank. It sparked in my head with a certain entrance. So my question is, what AEW, WWE, like someone in that caliber superstar reminds you of a Wisconsin indie wrestler, and why?
Reminds me of a Wisconsin indie wrestler.
Yeah, and I'll start it off and I'll kind of give you guys an example. So I was watching Money in the Bank and Edge's music hit, and the energy Edge brought to the arena and the facial expressions that Edge has in his matches, entrance, everything, the emotion he brings behind it, uh, reminded me so much of the Marman. When Marman's music hits, it's just something that everyone just wants to pop up, scream, be excited. Mario has those crazy eyes, that crazy look that Edge gets. The intensity he brings, the emotion he brings to a match, his entrance, like with the facials, like I said, it was very reminds me of like Edge esque, if that makes sense.
Okay. Hmm. Uh, Interesting. Um, I mean, I think the easy but obvious is Curse, and I get a lot of actually Wyatt family vibes when they come out.
Yeah, I get that. I have another example too, but I'll let Perch go.
Man, it was the biggest thing right when Gunnar Wicks started. I thought he looked in the ring. He had the presence of Isaac Yankem. It was something that I couldn't shake right away, and it was like not necessarily that, because he's a big Kane fan, but he seemed like a very young Kane, like I didn't even know Isaac Yankem at the time. That was a little bit before my time, but a young Kane before he came into his prime as the role that he found. That's how I saw Gunner right when he started. And when he was starting with that face paint, very nice and simple, but like the first Gunner Wicks version 1, I saw like a very young Kane. So I don't know. I kind of think of that when I think of the evolution as time's going on. As Gunner's turning and transformation into a big ass monster. Because the big red monster wasn't always the big red monster, but he got there. Sure as hell got there.
I could agree. I agree.
Yeah. Though I do sometimes mix Gunner version 1 face paint. It is got
The emo Gunner,
yeah.
just a little eyeliner. That was
Yeah,
it.
Black Parade Gunner. I'm a big fan.
That was great. I loved it. Gunner
Yeah,
version 1 was a great time. Very great time.
Like I hope he listens to this and just adopts that and goes super hard Matt Hardy. We get Gunner version 2, Gunner version 3. I'm
big
very
money
excited.
runner.
Super pumped for it.
Another guy that reminds me of like has a lot is with Chucky. I was watching a lot of old Mankind promos and like how he was in his like own little cellar, and Chucky, those promos Chucky cuts are very
Oh yeah,
Chucky.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Very big mankind inspired.
Yes.
Definitely.
But yeah,
Uh,
that was my
oh yeah. I mean, yeah, we obviously take after wrestlers we like. I mean, I'm not gonna front, like I kind of model mine after old Ray when he was doing the jump out of the stage.
yeah, his
I just don't have the jump out
debut.
of the stage, but I do model it kind of like after his energy. Oh no, we're all super marks.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Man, when the Undertaker would give that guillotine leg drop on the apron, oh, that's like the coolest move in my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's so cool.
Yep. Wrestling's awesome most of the time.
Or when Triple H would hook that pedigree, but something would happen. He would get like, hit from behind or something. And
But
the
he was
next
coming back to
30
it.
seconds, but he'd go right back to it. And then the crowd would, oh no, you inflated our sales one last time just to deflate us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all love pro wrestling.
Yeah. Big fans over here.
It's the best.
All right. If nobody has anything else, I think we can go ahead and take this home.
One more thing. It's wrestling, but not pro wrestling related. I think it's tomorrow's 23rd, Friday. Friday kicks off the Summer Olympics,
Oh,
and I
yep.
got a homie I know. I actually grew up with him. My senior year, my sparring partner was his older brother Bobby. He's a sophomore out in Minnesota. His name's Gable Steveson. He's representing like the Team USA in the Olympics as the heavyweight. Not the greatest heavyweight of all time, but he is the heavyweight of Team USA. So just shout out if you guys are into amateur wrestling, check it out. Check him out. I've known that guy
If
since
you
he was
guys are
a
into
kid.
pro wrestling, check him out because everybody's talking like he's going to come for my spot.
Well, he showed up to NXT.
Yep. So, hey, yeah, go ahead. Check out, Olympics coming up. Go ahead and check out that wrestling. Yeah.
Gable Steveson. He representing Team USA, hoping he gets the gold.
Yep.
He's only a sophomore in college. It's crazy.
Yeah. The kids keep getting bigger.
Yes, sir.
All right. But on that note, I think we can go ahead and take it home. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. 1.